There are quite a lot of plants that you can start propagating in March and then can continue to still be propagating them in June, which is great for you in the garden. It means that you can produce more plants. So this is what we're going to look at today. So the 5 plant species that I've got here are penstemon, phlox, nepeta, geranium and Dahlia. All of these are plants that a lot of people will grow in their gardens and want to produce more. So let's have a look at the penstemon first. Now, this is a penstemon that is just starting to grow at the base. Some of this is older growth, and you want to be starting to think about tidying up. And when you're going to be doing cuttings, think of it as a process of pruning and tidying up the plant as well as taking your cuttings. So you're always going to be getting rid of the dead stuff first, and then you can see what you've got in here that you can take cuttings from. Now, this is an old piece, but it has got some nice shoots on there. So I would be taking that out down to some lower shoots in the bottom, and then the material that is here will be usable as cuttings, depending on how small you want to take them, but smaller is better. You don't need this older stuff, so again, it's a matter of taking it down, but it's got a nice tip bit on there and a bit on there. So basically what you've done is you have tidied up your plant. It is now ready to regrow for you. These are slightly older bits and some side shoots, so those are then ideal for using as cuttings. So you can just take off the bottom bits of leaf off these, and also take off the top bit of foliage like so. That way you have a nice cutting. This one is quite diddy, but it's worth it. You know, if you want to try them, then it'll probably work. This, I know it's got loads of stuff on here, but really you just want the top bit there, and so you would just cut this back. Now, in our propagation course that we have, you will find much more in-depth into how to take all of these sorts of cuttings, but this is just a general guide to tell you that these things are available to be able to do at this time of the year, and it's great to do them. You know, you'll get a lot more plants out of it. So from just doing a little tidy up like that, we could just have a little pot and there would be 4 penstemon cuttings. So that is brilliant. So that is the first one there. Then you've got the nepetas. Now the nepetas are growing from the base. You can also split your nepeta, so you could have started off your propagation in March by splitting these, and then it's a matter of looking at what you've got here. You probably don't want these tall bits because it's coming really nicely from the bottom there, so these are just going to be a little bit of a pain. So again, it's a little bit of a tidy up, and making it so that your plant is just all coming from this lot here, and then you would be able to take a few more cuttings from these if you wanted to. These are more what you call basal cuttings. These pieces you can take the cuttings from these bits here. I wouldn't do that top bit, it's not as easy to do, so again you're going to end up with some really nice cuttings here. Those were side shoot ones. That one's a top one. I decided to do that in the end. And then this one again will be a top one as well. You do just need to get rid of excess leaf so that they all work. Again, we've managed to get 4 from there, but if you wanted to, you could take some more basal ones, which would be from coming in here, and then you would prepare them in exactly the same way. And then once this grows, you'll be able to take some softer stuff. We will revisit that later on in the season, but this is for now. So we have also got hardy geraniums. Now again, hardy geraniums you can divide quite late into the spring. Once they're getting a little bit taller, then no, you don't want to be doing it, but this is ideal for splitting. So a plant like this, you could take a piece off there. If it was a big clump in the garden, you'd lift it and split it up and move it around. But if you've only got a small one but you want a little bit more, then on these what you would be taking is what is known as a basal cutting. So you would be finding a nice little shoot in here that you can take. Now this has got quite a lot of nice growth there, but there are some little ones in the sides. So what you need to do is you need to find where the shoot is that you're wanting to take. So if I get those leaves out the way and try and show you what I'm doing, So you've got this plant, it's got all of these nice nodes, and it's got this one here, which is just a little one to the side. And what you can do is you can go down with your snips and you can just snip it like that and cut it. And if you're very lucky, as with this one, it's come with a little bit of root. So that is quite nice, that will be helpful. And then just get rid of all of the old foliage, you don't need that, and you don't actually need all these long pieces either. So you would cut that down to that. And that would still go into cutting compost because it's not got masses of root there, wouldn't be enough to be able to put it into a pot, but it is really good. So it would be divisions and basal splits with your hardy geraniums, and then as they get bigger and they're going off into flower, you can still be taking some basal splits off those as well. So that is really quite good. Also, at this time of the year, you'll have had overwinter dahlias coming up and looking good, and look at these lovely shoots on here. So this is the ideal time to be taking these shoots, and you would be taking some from here. I'm not going to demonstrate this one because this one is a propagator's plant and I'm not allowed to waste the material. So this one, you would take it down, you would cut it off down there, you would make a lovely cutting of that. You take quite a few, and then the plant will regrow, and then once these have rooted, you can take soft tip cuttings off those. So the beauty of a lot of these cuttings that you'll be taking is that you will be able to continue taking cuttings, because once these have rooted, then they grow up a little bit more and there's a lovely soft bit at the top. So when you take that top cutting, it's the same as you pinching the plant out. So all of these things can carry on. So you'd have a load of those, and again with the phlox, they're just starting to put up this top growth, so you could cut them back. It's quite good with phlox and a lot of these plants, if you do give them that little bit of a cut back, because then they send up more shoots. They will not be quite as leggy, so that is really good as well. So you would just take a few shoots off the phlox. The phlox also can be divided, so earlier on you would be doing division, then you would be doing the top cuttings, and then later on you'd be doing the really soft tip cuttings. So it's amazing how many of these plants, I mean I've got 5 here, that you can just keep on slowly graze cuttings off them through the season, and that's just great for your garden because it means you can keep on. These will all be potted up, you'll have lovely little plants, they can be planted out later in the season, get established, and then it all starts over again. So have fun with propagation, do take a look at our propagation workshop, and please do subscribe to the channel. I walk you through everything you need to know to have the best success with propagation. Hundreds of our channel viewers have already taken the course, and we have received fantastic feedback on it. There is a QR code on screen now or a link below. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you next time.